Well, good afternoon, and as always, a warm welcome to our programme where football and golf are the main stories today. Action from Ibrox, Anfield and the Hawthorns, and an interview with 5 times Open champion Tom Watson. And later on in the programme, we'll have news of the final of the Suntory World Match Play Championship at Wentworth and a report on the Glasgow People's Marathon, which for a few hours this morning happily turned the city upside down.
The football season and the rugby season has started with the usual mayhem of players behaving badly. In the middle, the luckless referees, loved by nobody. I'm going to speak to 2 of Scotland's top officials and ask, can each game learn from the other? With me, Scottish international rugby referee Alan Hosey and one of FIFA's Scottish referees for football, David Syme.
That's all later, but for the first of the 3 matches we'll be featuring today, we go to Ibrox. Both Rangers and Dundee United looking for a good performance before the midweek pressures of European football. United remembering also, of course, that in 6 meetings between the 2 clubs last season, they didn't manage a victory. Jock Brown is our man with the mic, and we join him as usual right at the start.
Glorious conditions both underfoot and overhead, and a crowd of around 30,000 inside the stadium as Rangers start the match. Rangers at full strength with skipper Craig Patterson back in defence alongside John McClelland, allowing Davy McPherson to push forward into midfield, and Peter McCloy, only weeks away from his 38th birthday, retains his place in goal at the expense of Nicky Walker. United too retain experienced goalkeeper Hamish McAlpine in goal, and they brought back Davy Dodds to join Paul Sturrock and the man in scoring form John Clark up front. David Neary, of course, out through suspension and wearing a number 6 jersey. Replacing Neary is young Gary McGuinness. There he is, although he's lined up at the start of the match in the right back position with Gough and Hegarty, the central defensive partnership. That's Hegarty clearing as Dave McPherson pushed into the box. The Rangers came out to a tremendous welcome from their big support. The referee this afternoon, Mr. Brian McGinley from Balfron. Ali Dawson. McAlpine at full stretch and a good catch to start the match. McClelland's header. Cooper has switched back to the left wing. Rangers with McPherson, Fraser and Redford in midfield. Cooper, Ferguson and McCoist up front. Dundee United with Beattie, Malpass and Bannon in midfield 3. Supported as always for Dundee United, of course, by the 2 fullbacks, McGuinness and Monroe. Beattie playing it back, there's Richard Gough. Hegarty. Dodds. Foul from the back by Dawson. So United free kick. Still at the probing stage, the match. Both sides a little bit tentative, settling down. Trying hard to retain possession and make as few unforced errors as possible on the ball. Played in by Hegarty. McClelland's header out. Now Dodds. The great turn from Sturrock. The tackle came from McClelland. But the big Irishman clearly simply beaten comprehensively there by Sturrock. There's no one in the game who does that better than Paul Sturrock. So McCloy organising the wall. The angle's just a bit narrow for the direct shot perhaps. But let's see what Dundee United have in store for the set piece. John Clark is over the ball. Eamon Bannon is there. Bannon seems to be orchestrating things for United. Clark playing it in, and McCloy in good position. A vicious swerving shot that though from John Clark. Oh, McKinnon taken very late by Clark. That was a bad tackle by the United striker. McKinnon on the deck, and there will be trouble here for John Clark. Well, there's no question at all that McKinnon was going to get to the ball first, but Clark committed himself completely. Certainly a reckless challenge that, and referee McGinley making his feelings about it perfectly clear. With the first booking of the match, 10 minutes gone. Was a bad tackle, that. McKinnon coming out of defence, going to ease the ball forward. Clark clearly late coming in with that crunching tackle. Now Bannon on the left. Sturrock coming across. See two players passing him there for Sturrock. He had Bannon and Monroe going forward. The head flick down for Clark. Great move that from Dundee United. Dodds with a head flick. Clark with a shooting chance, which he passed up rather hurriedly. Superb build up there. Sturrock going inside, allowing Bannon and Monroe to provide the decoy in the left. Pitching the ball forward, looking for the head of Davy Dodds. Dodds with a head flick into the path of Clark, and this with a great shooting chance, which was blazed over by Clark. Good tackle, that from McGuinness. Very sharp indeed as Cooper tried to take him on. Haggerty going to meet the ball as McCoist waited. Now Cooper, certainly one of the players who could provide that flash of inspiration I mentioned. He's won the corner kick. The Rangers, of course, menacing from this situation. They can bring Craig Patterson up to join Davy McPherson. Two very tall players in the box. Cooper's outswinger, aimed for Patterson. Won by Clark. There's Cammy Fraser. Good play from Fraser. McAlpine at full stretch and fine goalkeeping. Beautifully taken by McAlpine. Cammy Fraser did superbly here for Rangers. Made a much better angle here by the change of pace to take on Malpass. Heading for the dead ball line, swinging the ball across, and this required good goalkeeping, and it was provided by McAlpine. McGuinness's header. There's Cooper forced to play it back to Dawson. Rather hurried return pass from Redford. I think it's fair to say at this stage in the match that these sides are showing each other tremendous respect. No chances being taken. Now Sturrock off on the run. Ball brought down heavily by McKinnon, and he'll be booked all right. Sturrock clearly in pain. And Dave McKinnon being called across by referee McGinley. I think McKinnon still fired up somewhat by the heavy tackle he took from John Clark early in the match. Sturrock here a good run across field. McKinnon completely beaten, out of range, but continuing with the tackle. And that did Paul Sturrock no good at all. Now pass. Supported by McGuinness. Sturrock in behind the Rangers defence, if he can control the ball. Needs some help. Sets it up for Bannon, but McPherson was there. This is Beattie. Free kick against Cammy Fraser. Fraser looking for a moment as though he wanted to debate the point with referee McGinley. The free kick's been given all right, and it's perhaps a shade too far out for a direct shot, but Peter McCloy showing full respect for John Clark's shooting power if he's the man who has a go from long range. Bannon over the ball. Clark takes it, the deflection, and that just whistled wide of goal. Well, John Clark has got real power in that right boot. Now you'll see how this took the deflection off the end of the wall, and it must have missed that far post by inches. The power from Peter McCloy undiminished by the passing years. Richard Gough for United. Sturrock going for that with McKinnon and Fraser, and it's Patterson who's penalised for the tackle on John Clark. But there will be a hold up for treatment for Cammy Fraser. Well, Craig Patterson gets a little word of warning for the tackle on John Clark. There was Patterson going into the tackle on Clark, and he was a bit clumsy, I think it's fair to say. Fraser clearly still in some difficulty after that injury he took a few moments ago. There's Dawson. Gough finding Sturrock. What a dummy that was. Sent Patterson the wrong way and now has Clark on the left. Bannon wants it on the left. Clark prefers Sturrock. And Sturrock backing into his man, concedes the free kick to Rangers. McClelland. Ferguson. Bobbed by McGuinness. Very positive in everything he does, Gary McGuinness. Monroe back to Goff. Bannon coming short. He's away from McCoist. Inside to Goff. There's Sturrock turning for the shot. And the first real look at goal Paul Sturrock has had this afternoon. Good build up from United once again. Bannon was involved. Coming forward on the left. Playing it inside for Richard Goff, supporting well. The first time pass to Sturrock. He turned inside, away from McClelland, but the shot was wide. Bannon going across to take the pass from McGuinness. Good dummy from Beattie. Goff at full stretch to find John Clark. It's Ferguson, McKinnon rather, battling back for Rangers. Goff now to Dodds. Back to Goff. Chip ball to the far side, there's Stuart Beattie, and a good save from Peter McCloy. But once again, Beattie found a chink in that Rangers defence. Goff, a very important player in the build-up here, with Davy Dodds as well. Inside it goes. Goff flighting it across to Beattie. The header down, and the final chance of the first half, saved by Peter McCloy. Half-time score, Rangers 0, Dundee United 0. A fascinating tactical battle. Don't miss the second half.
Are you ready for an early start? Though it will soak you through. Are you ready to say you're sorry and what she means to you? If you're on the losing end, get up and try again. And when you're ready, go for tenants. It's waiting there for you. It comes tall, it comes cold. To top the goal, and when you're ready, go for tenants. It's waiting there for you. Okay, June. So, where's his carnival?
Terry, it's the electricity board's cooker carnival.
Cookers?
Yes, look, this Tricity's only £235, and if we trade in our old electric cooker, we can save £50 on this Belling or £75 on this Preda oven and hob. And there's free delivery.
Sounds like my kind of carnival, June. Shop Electric, get a good deal at your electricity board shop.
The 7-day interest rate at Abbey National is up to an annual rate of 9.28% net of basic rate tax, which if you leave your interest in your 7-day account is a net effective annual rate of 9.5%. And the amount you need leave in your account to give no notice at all of withdrawals is down to just £2,500. You can get in with just £100. So, isn't it time for you to come on in?
With Abbey National.
Everybody knows Strawberry Shortcake, the doll that smells delicious like strawberries. She's waiting with Huckleberry Pie, Raspberry Tart, the Purple Pie Man, and all her friends in the wonderful world of Strawberry Shortcake.
What's this, John?
Valari. A refreshing, fruity, frisky little wine with an amusing nose. Its ticklish sparkle gives it a natural exuberance. Both white and red should be served chilled. Perfect for when one is, posing with friends. Croquet on the lawn.
Going to boy.
Henley regatta.
The handball.
Hunting with the paper.
Volare. Take it any way you like, except seriously.
Welcome back to Ibrox, and the half-time news is that Cammy Fraser couldn't shake off that knock he took in the first half, and he's been replaced by Robert Russell in the Rangers midfield. The Rangers dugout with Jock Wallace looking very pensive still in that corner. Alec Totten out doing some encouraging of the Rangers players. Now can Cooper turn. McGuinness into the tackle on Russell. Bannon playing it towards safety, but Patterson was in the way. Here's McPherson. Good positioning by Hamish McAlpine, but Dave McPherson had a good chance there. The ball was pitched in beyond the United defence. There was McPherson, a very difficult one to take first time. He caught it all right, but not with any great power. Dodds under pressure from Dawson. Getting it back to Dawson. Good running by Redford and by Malpass, and Cooper couldn't keep it down. In fact, it was a deflection, and that was a great move by Rangers. It was a lifting of the pace that changed everything here. Dawson playing it forward, Redford with a run forward. Malpass tried to match it, but Redford got it across the face of the goal, and the challenge came from Ian Munro. Cooper's corner kick. Chance now for Russell. And on the line was Ian Munro, with McAlpine accepting the ball gratefully. Now it's United who are trying to break from defence. The big crowd here at Ibrox coming to life after that burst of activity from Rangers. Now Russell. McPherson, McKinnon, Russell again. McGuinness did well to come forward, but he misjudged it when it arrived, and Cooper now coming at the United defence, breaking down on Hegarty. Stuart Beattie. Stopped by Russell. Free kick's been given. And now there will be a substitution for Dundee United. Ralph Milne to come on, and the man going off is young John Clark. So United reverting to the regular front three of Milne, Sturrock and Dodds. Russell back to McClelland. Redford on the touchline. Russell again. Cooper holding off the challenge from McGuinness very well. Here's Russell again, getting away from Dodds and from Hegarty. Can Redford keep it in? Bannon did well with the challenge. He got back to match the run from Redford, but he had to give away the corner kick. Quickly taken, Cooper to Redford. Cooper again. Going outside Dodds and then inside him. Turned behind by Milne. Everyone back again for United except Paul Sturrock. Ralph Milne in his own box. He'd much rather be at the other end, I'm sure. Cooper's corner kick. Head flick on, and Ferguson couldn't get on the end of it. There's Patterson. He's made it. Midway through the second half, Rangers captain Craig Patterson breaks the deadlock. Well, some good play from Rangers. The head flick on there from John McClellan. Ferguson couldn't control it. Wasn't cleared properly. McPherson going up for the high ball. It broke again awkwardly. In came Patterson, and that shot had enough power to find its way through the United defence into the net. So Patterson, the Rangers captain, leading by example with his third goal of the season. And that's certainly the reward for a period of some excellent play from Rangers. The last 10 minutes have belonged to them. And the goal to crown it all. And let's see what that does to Dundee United. Certainly has given the Rangers supporters cause for rejoicing. But here's Bannon, striding through the middle with Dodds on the right. Well, a bit ambitious, I fancy. Long-range effort straight at Peter McLeod. Jim McLean right in the middle of the picture there, the United manager, jockeying the bottom left-hand corner. Ferguson making room for himself. Back it comes to McKinnon. Fine save by McAlpine. Ball is out for the corner kick. But Dave McKinnon had a golden opportunity to score a rare goal. The ball played across. Ferguson did the work in the middle, setting up the chance. The header back into the path of McKinnon, and McAlpine saved it. Malpass under pressure from MacDonald. The whistling you hear comes from Rangers supporters who want to hear that final whistle. There's Goff. Milne is on the right. Can he attack the Rangers defence? Coming inside, still Ralph Milne. Well, that wasn't far away. Ralph Milne doing what he does so well. He's forced wide here. Richard Goff playing a vital part in the build-up. Finding Milne on the right. He checked inside, forced his way through into a shooting position and then pulled it wide with his left. Supporters, because